NewsNation correspondent Michael Schur is live in Atlanta, Georgia. And Michael, you've been speaking with evangelical voters about the importance of this election.
Rudave, that's right. Good evening to you. Here in Georgia, of course, the south part of the Bible Belt, the biggest part of the Bible Belt. And here in Georgia, they know that these runoff elections are always about turning out your base, getting people who would otherwise not be as inclined to vote to come out and vote. They do know now that these registration numbers that we talked about just last evening, 75,000 at least new voters since Election Day have been registered in the state of Georgia. They know a lot of those are Democratic voters, younger voters. So what do the Republicans do? They go and get out their base. And we took a look at what they're doing in terms of getting out the evangelical Christian vote here in the Metroplex of Atlanta.
Hello.
Hello.
We are with Faith and Freedom, and we're just getting out to encourage everyone to vote in this Senate runoff.
Going door to door is perhaps both the oldest political and religious tool in the United States. So amid two tight Senate races, it's no surprise to see it being used in Georgia.
As a Christian, I feel like it's our duty to spread the truth and to get out and to do whatever we can, in our government, in our nation, to promote what's right and what's conservative in our Christian values.
Ashley Sutherland is canvassing for the Faith and Freedom Coalition in Beaufort, Georgia.
Encouraging everybody to get out and vote.
We actually kind of feel in some ways that we are kind of built for exactly this very moment in American history.
Timothy Head is executive director at Faith and Freedom. He isn't new to this, but he says the stakes for religious voters couldn't be higher.
We really believe that there are profound moments that we're kind of on the cusp of being able to protect and defend life, innocent and very vulnerable life.
And there's so much energy on the ground.
But something is different this year. One of the Democrats, Ralph Warnock, is himself a religious figure, a pro-choice reverend. It's an old trope that faith is on the ballot this year. Faith is on the ballot. Faith is literally on the ballot this year because a pastor is running for Senate.
Just because someone looks good on paper, so to speak, the words and the beliefs behind those words are far more relevant for a very, very informed electorate.
For Christian conservative voters, the pro-life issue is paramount, and they hope the door tags convey messages as they compare candidates.
For a lot of pro-life voters in the state of Georgia, when somebody proudly pronounces to the state and to the country that I'm a pro-choice pastor, those words speak awfully, awfully loudly.
Thank you, Georgia. Get out and vote. Get out.
And Donald Trump, whose words have also spoken loudly to Christian conservatives, will be leaving the presidency next month.
We're basically a month, roughly, now from the end of his 4 years. But those voters aren't going anywhere, and these values aren't going anywhere.
Kellen Leffler has fought for the unborn and united the pro-life movement.
The Republican Senate candidates know this and have made religion a big part of their pitch.
Now, as a strong pro-life woman.
About 37% of Georgia voters are evangelical conservative Christians. If those vote in the same percentages, the same proportions that as voted in the general that we just had 2 months ago, I think that'll be the difference maker by far.
A big if that has these conservative voters knocking doors and knocking wood. Very important to note that there is great pushback, of course, from the Democrats, from Jon Ossoff and from Ralph Warnock, who are saying that they are being misrepresented on how they approach religion. When I asked the Warnock campaign and Ralph Warnock about just this, about what the evangelicals are doing and how they're casting his record on religion, he said, "My friend, I'm not going to let religion divide the state of Georgia." Aaron?
All right, thank you so much. A college student from Georgia